So the first topic here is feeling anchored in safety. Safety is, you should know this by now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to episode 101 of this podcast and start from there, episode 101 through 109, crash course in polyvagal theory. So safety, when I say safety, I'm referring to being anchored in the safe and social state of your autonomic nervous system. So safety is the polyvagal state of safety. It's the polyvagal sense of the word safety. A safety cue is when something triggers that safety state. So it's like a cue of safety. So that could be gentle touch. It could be gentle eye contact. It could be a smell. It could be a texture. It could be all kinds of things. It could be when your favorite team wins. Maybe it's more of a perception kind of thing. So that's what a safety cue is. A safety cue is something that triggers that autonomic state of safety. When you're in safety, it feels like, well, there's some significant changes that happen. There's physical changes, and that could be your breathing becomes easier. It becomes lighter. I notice for myself and my therapy clients, when that state of safety is triggered, that we can breathe easier into our belly. That's a pretty typical way of telling. Also, smiling. You're able to smile if you're in your safety state. If not, then smiling becomes a lot more difficult, or it's just fake. There could be other physical changes like muscle tension. There's lack of muscle tension. There's more relaxation. You can play with people. So there's all kinds of things that happen when that safety state is active. You can be close, you can hug. But there's also this impulse to connect with others, and that's part of what hugging and playing is that there's this impulse to connect with others. That's absolutely fundamental to the state of safety. It's not just biology, it's not just behavior. But when that biology is active, then the experience of safety, or the experience of that present moment, is changed. It's altered. When you're in your safety state, it's changed to be more connected. That's really central to this polyvagal state of safety, is that we have an impulse to. We don't choose to. We just kind of have this impulse to connect with others. When that safety state is active, we also feel more in the present moment. We feel more grounded in our body. We feel more, or we have more of experience of our senses, I would say. We're kind of taking it all in at once, but it's not overwhelming. So there's just kind of this like settling. There's just settling into the experience of the present moment. There's also cognitive changes. When we're in our safety state, we can think critically. We can weigh pros and cons. We can plan things out. We can set goals, realistic goals. We can understand people better as well. So all these cognitive changes, that our thoughts become more hopeful. And there's also emotional changes. When we're in our state of safety, we can feel things like happiness and connection and joy. We can feel excitement, love, all kinds of stuff. Hope, I think hope is a big one too. Oh, by the way, I don't think I ever told you this. I wrote a book. I wrote a book. It's free. It's a free ebook. It is not just like this 10-page and thing that, and like half of it's ads. No. It's a full-on book, and it's called Trauma and the Polyvagal Paradigm, and it's for free. It's on my website, justinlmft.com. You do have to be signed up for my email list, and as soon as you sign up, you get access to the book. It's been out there for a couple months. I don't think I ever announced it. Sorry about that. But it's been out there, and people have already been getting it and reading it. So I'd love to know what you think about it. Go to justinlmft.com, sign up for the email list, and you get my book, or at least the first draft of my book. It's probably something I'll keep tweaking as time goes on. But yeah, it's out there. Trauma and the Polyvagal Paradigm. This podcast is not therapy, not intended to be therapy or be a replacement for therapy. Nothing in this creates or indicates a therapeutic relationship. Please consult with your therapist or seek for one in your area if you are experiencing mental health symptoms. Nothing in this podcast should be construed to be specific life advice. It is for educational and entertainment purposes only. More resources are available in the description of this episode and in the footer of justinlmft.com.